Sorry, I just really love that logo reveal. Viewer retention be damned. Fable, which released in 2004 for the original Xbox, is my 62nd favorite video game RPG that I have finished. My favorite thing about this game is its personality. The game oozes with personality, to the point where every NPC feels like a living, breathing character. The game is terrifically written both in terms of dialogue and world building. The voice acting is next level and goes a long way in coloring in the game's world and sense of humor. I particularly enjoy the portrayal of law enforcement as sort of high fantasy oafish Keystone cops. It turns them into a sort of Rorschach test for the player. Do you see them as lovable, goofy oafs who are in over their heads and need a hero's aid? Or do you see them as brutes, displaying a lack of critical thinking skills that should disqualify anyone from authority and the right to brandish a weapon who need to be taken down a peg? Your answer, whether you've often thought of these types of questions before or not, will likely be colored by what sort of path you take your character down. My least favorite thing is a common one for this game, and that is that it has a lot of great ideas that just don't feel fully realized. The morality system is nifty on paper, but in practice it's far too binary and lacks nuance. I like the idea of gaining experience based on which of the three archetypes your actions embody, but after playing multiple different saves, I never really felt like I got to make a true rogue-type character, as sneaking your way out of combat isn't usually feasible, and even if it were, you wouldn't get any XP for it. It feels like the other two archetypes, the fighter and mage, were far more realized, particularly in their consequences, such as the scarring you get from too many scrapes, or the premature aging you get from casting too many spells. While I don't enjoy this game quite as much as Fable 2, that one's way up in the 20s, as you can see in an earlier video, I still think it's a great game, and unlike Fable 2 and 3, you can actually get this one on Steam, so it's very playable, and it's definitely worth playing, especially if you like great world building, high fantasy, and irreverent British humor. The original Xbox was actually the first non-Nintendo console I owned. I bought it specifically to get games like this and Knights of the Old Republic. I often forget just how many great Western RPGs were on that console. If you've got a favorite RPG from the original Xbox, let me know in the comments and we'll see you at the next dice roll. Bye!